Wow, and we're starting. Hello, beautiful friends. Today is Monday. It's Monday evening, and it definitely feels like a Monday. I am so out of it. At the same time, another multiple things that contribute to this is just what season it is, and the fact that where I live, it's constantly cloudy. So because it's wintertime, it gets dark really early, but it gets dark even earlier because of the clouds, and it doesn't even get that bright during the day. It's a bad time. Nobody here is getting enough vitamin D. Everyone's super sleepy. It's not great. So, there wasn't a video yesterday, but that's because I spent the entire day filming for my other channel. Filming the plan that we came up with on Saturday, I believe. Here's a little sticky note with all the things that I talked about on Saturday. I think it went well. So the way I planned it to be very rigid and very scripted. And I was gonna for sure include all the things that were gonna go right at the beginning of the day, and I was for sure gonna mess everything up at the end of the day. And that's not necessarily how it turned out. But the main message of the entire vlog, the message that I planned ahead of time, stayed the same. It was the fact that life's gonna throw weird things at you, things are gonna change, things aren't gonna work out, and you just gotta keep rolling with the punches. It's really interesting because things didn't go according to plan organically. They just didn't. I planned to show how things are going according to plan, but they just straight up didn't without me having to do anything. And I think there's a weird beauty to that, because the point that I was trying to prove with my video just kind of happened, because that is what happens. Things don't go according to plan. And I think that's super cool. I think I'm going to keep today's video pretty short. I'm still going to try to keep talking for a little while, but I'm definitely a little low in energy. And I only have, because I filmed on Sunday, and I filmed pretty much the entire day from around noon to around 7 or 8 p.m. I was entirely exhausted by the end of the day, so I didn't get any editing done. Tonight, I came home from work and I started editing my video. And I completely forgot about these, honestly. And I kind of just remembered, and I figured, shit, I need to interrupt my editing time. The reason I'm looking over there is because that's where my computer is. That's where my editing software is opened up. Gonna interrupt my editing and film one of these real quick, because I'm still not great at talking in front of the camera. It's something that became incredibly evident when I was recording for my other channel. I feel like I have already made a little bit of strides with talking to the camera because of doing this for a couple of days now. But at the same time, I still stuttered a lot, and I had to do multiple takes a lot. And I honestly kind of got mad at myself, because when the limitation gets lifted, when I know I'm going to be able to edit, I'm not just going to post whatever is the first thing that I'm going to say on the internet. Even though I keep trying to pretend that this is the only take I'm going to take, my brain, it just doesn't want any of that. It's still going to stutter, it's still going to mess up. I'm still going to think, oh, that was so imperfect, let's take another take. That's just not how things should be done. I feel like a lot of really great YouTubers, including Casey Neistat, they do things in a single take. And I think there's a lot of skill that comes with doing something like that. And it's kind of a beautiful way to do it. It brings a sort of a level of authenticity to everything you're saying. And all the stutters and all the time you spend thinking become a part of it. It's a part of the art form, but it can't be too real. It can be exactly what I'm doing right now, because I am stopping a lot. and I'm thinking a lot, and I'm kind of dragging out my sentences, and I'm not saying like exactly what I want to say, because I'm just not good at it. It does take skill. Casey makes doing everything on the first take seem so effortless, and he even gets interrupted by people on the street all the time, and then goes back to his camera and keeps talking, and I'm amazed at that. Nobody thinks about it twice when they watch it, but if you ever try to actually do that in real life, it's not the easiest thing in the world. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm just a clumsy fool with a clumsy tongue. I don't know. I feel like the fact that English is my third language plays into this quite a bit, but you know, I don't know. I'm going to keep practicing. I'm going to keep doing this. Something else that I did over the weekend is play a whole bunch of Smash. And I'm starting to see some flaws in Smash Bros. Ultimate. I am missing the museum feature that a lot of the previous iterations have had, especially the trophies. I wouldn't have missed them as much if spirits were more fleshed out, but the only thing you get with the spirits is their title and the game they're from, and absolutely no explanation. I understand that there's more than 1,000 of them in the game, but I feel like including at least a little blurb, a little sentence about each one would have gone miles to improve the insane collection of characters that are in the game. I feel like they are all represented in the game, but they're not. I have gotten into games such as Mother and Fire Emblem because of Smash Brothers. I don't think I'm going to get into games, like obscure games that there are spirits of in Smash Bros. Because of these spirits. Like, there's nothing interesting about them. If there's some weird obscure spirit from a weird obscure game, I'm going to look at it and be like, oh, cool, good times, and move on. There is no way to dive deeper down that rabbit hole within the game itself. I'm also kind of sad that Target Smash is gone. Kind of sad that Home Run Contest, I believe it was called, where you smash a sandbag with a bat, is gone. Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure the sandbag is gone. It's weird. It feels like a lot of the items are kind of not in the game anymore. So from a certain angle, this game has more than any Smash has ever had. But from a different angle, it has kind of the least. It has a beautiful, refined fighting game engine. It's the actual gameplay, moment-to-moment fighting has been refined to a T. Like, it feels amazing to play the game. But everything surrounding that, everything, like I said earlier, that makes the game kind of a video game museum, it's just not there. And while the game added a lot of quality of life improvements, it is still missing some, such as any kind of filtering or any kind of reordering of the stage select screen, which is pretty much a massive grid of little tiny postage stamps. Over 100 of them, I believe. I think there's like 107 stages or something in that game. And even if you know a lot of the stages and you played a lot of previous Smash Bros. Games, it's really hard to tell what's what. And I cannot imagine what the experience is like if this is your first time playing the game. Anyway, just went on a little Smash Bros. Tangent there, but I feel like I wanted to get my last final 2 cents on it. I'm still going through World of Light, and I'm still unlocking characters, and I'm still having an amazing time. But something has definitely been lost in this game. And it's probably going to have a lot less of a lasting appeal for me personally, as far as going back and looking at all the cool video game, I don't know, memorabilia, right? What the trophies used to be back in the day. All right. Well, it's been 10 minutes, and it's been nice talking to y'all. I'm going to go back to editing, and then I'm going to go to sleep because I am exhausted. I feel like I need to start planning better for these videos because I literally turned on the camera, and that's when I started thinking what I was going to talk about. And that's not a good way to go. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace, geese.